My team is my wife, Holly, my son, David, and my great friend, Sherry Foley. The first thing I do is I'm bone to pick with Steve because there's no most honest golfer category, so it's unlikely we're going to bring home double the prize today. I called Steve up here because my charity that we're playing for today is the Tomorrow's Children's Fund. The Tomorrow's Children's Fund supports children and family of children who are undergoing treatment for cancer at Hackensack University Medical Center. Just about 30 years ago now, my eldest son, Brian, died of cancer. And for each of those 30 years, there has been one very, very good friend who stood by me, both in the good times and the bad times, who helped me organize a golf outing that we do every year, and that has, after all these years and over a much too long period of time, is now on the board of the Tomorrow's Children's Fund with me, and that's Steve Gallo. And I'd like to give him a great hand. Tomorrow's Children's Fund supports the socio-psychic needs of the kids, as I heard someone else say earlier. When Brian was diagnosed, we lived in New Jersey, and we started our treatment at Mount Sinai Hospital, I said just about 30 years ago now. And unless you're involved in it, you don't realize the costs that are involved to having a child treated. He needed, for part of his treatment, to undergo radiation therapy 5 days a week. It seems like it was for about a month now. And there are a lot of families who simply can't afford the gas, the tolls, the parking, and the other incidental costs that go along with taking care of a child who has cancer. There are many families who are one-parent families, and those one-parent families find that they have nobody to support the family because once your kid gets sick like that, you spend all of your time with your child. So out of those needs grew the Tomorrow's Children's Fund. It began at Mount Sinai, and it began because the parents who were there, who were a group just before I became involved, asked Mount Sinai to fund a pediatric sociologist to help kids who were undergoing chemotherapy and other treatments for cancer. Mount Sinai said they couldn't do that. They didn't have money for that. Parents then started with bake sales, started with cookie sales, cupcake sales, and we felt very proud that we were able to raise the cost to pay a social worker for 1 year's salary. We continued doing that until we were invited with the medical staff to go to the Hackensack University Medical Center in Hackensack, where we've been since 1987. We have raised tens of millions of dollars for Hackensack University Medical Center. And if you see the Children's Hospital, if you've ever ridden by the hospital or gone in to see it, that Children's Hospital was built primarily by funds raised by the Tomorrow's Children's Fund. And you may know the Tomorrow's Children's Fund by having heard about it through Don Imus. He was a great, great supporter of ours for many, many, many years. And as I said, Steve has been with me throughout this journey. Steve has helped raise money at the golf outings. Steve is now on the board and provides invaluable financial information to the board, just like I'm sure he does with all you folks here today. So once again, I'd like to thank him. I want to thank all of you too. What a great bunch of people doing some great work. Give yourselves a hand. This is a wonderful time. Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Took the mic from me. That means I have to sit down.
I'm sorry.
Kidding.